Previously on Keeper of Hearts, Jay thought spending the day with Ashley would bring him closer to someone who finally made him feel seen. But instead, it pulled his whole world apart. Ashley kept her distance, barely acknowledging him, and Jay ended up bonding more with her sister Heather than with the girl he came to see. Later that night, everything came crashing down. The argument. Text messages 9:40 p.m. We need to talk. Ashley stares at the message, already feeling her stomach drop. Ashley, about what? 3 dots appear. Disappear. Come back. Stop. Why did you do me this way? What the hell was that? Ashley, today was weird. Jay, weird how? You barely talked to me. Did I do something? A long pause. Ashley, it's not you. That's the problem. Jay frowns. 9:45 p.m. Jay. That doesn't make sense. What are you saying? Another pause. Longer this time. Ashley, I shouldn't have invited you. I shouldn't have kept this going. I don't like you like that, Jay. I'm sorry. Jay's chest tightens. Jay, then why act like you did? Ashley, I was trying to get over someone. I thought maybe if I talked to you, it would help. Jay's heart sinks. So I was basically a rebound? 9 p.m. Ashley, I didn't think you'd catch feelings. Jay stares at the screen in disbelief. Jay, you literally told me I mattered to you. Ashley, I said that because I was trying to make myself feel something I don't. His hands shake. Jay, then who do you actually like? This time, it takes a full minute. Ashley, Jordan, your brother. Jay feels the world tilt. Jay, wow. So that's what this was. You using me to get close to him? Ashley, no. I didn't know how to tell you. I'm sorry. Jay, that's fucked up. You did me like shit. You don't have to be so mean about it. I was just a little shy too. But it's still not you. Look, I'm sorry. What do you want from me? Jay, what I wanted was the truth. Do you realize I lost someone who really cared about me? Ashley, I like Jordan. Not you. I thought you knew. For a moment, Jay doesn't breathe. He feels it, that same hollow, sinking feeling from the dream, that loss he couldn't name, the hurt, the embarrassment, the anger, all crashing together. Ashley, I'm sure you can work things out with her. Ashley, she likes you. You can get her back, trust me. I can tell. Jay had made mistakes, but tonight he realized he wasn't the only one who could wound someone. He shuts his eyes tight as Ashley's voice echoes in his head. I'm sure you can work things out with her. Selena, the one person he hurt, and the one person he can't go back to. Jay rubs his face, breath shaky, the weight finally hitting him. He lost Selena. He was used by Ashley, and Jordan, without even knowing it, became the center of both. He looks at the door of his bedroom, remembering the dream, the one that warned him something would leave. Tonight, he finally knew what it was. The lesson was clear. Even if it hurt, sometimes the choices we make and the people we trust bring pain. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, keeper of hearts. He meets you in the broken places, right there where your shame begins. He sits beside the sinners, never waiting for perfection, never asking you to pretend. The world points fingers, but his hands reach far. Grace isn't earned by the spotless, it's poured on wounded hearts. Jesus, keeper of hearts, you take me as I am, not who I try to be. You carried every burden, took the cross they said you never need. Though the hypocrites cry crucify, your mercy still ran free. We can do all things through Christ. You're the keeper of hearts, and you're keeping me.
Title: You Reap What You Sow, Part 2. After that day, Heather became a constant in Jay's life. She wasn't flashy or demanding. She was steady, dependable, and genuine. Exactly what he needed after the chaos with Ashley. They started texting more, sharing jokes, music, and stories about school. Heather didn't try to replace Selena or fill any romantic void. She was simply there, a friend he could trust. Her presence became a quiet anchor in the storm of Jay's emotions. Whenever he felt confused or hurt, whether from Ashley's betrayal, his lingering guilt with Selena, or just life in general, Heather was the one who could ground him. She listened without judgment, laughed at his corny jokes, and sometimes just sat in silence with him when words weren't enough. Through Heather, Jay began to see that not every connection came with strings attached or hidden agendas. Some people genuinely cared, and that realization slowly helped him start to heal. Even as Ashley continued to weave in and out of his life, and his brother's drama lingered in the background, Heather remained a steady presence, a reminder that trust and friendship could still exist amidst betrayal and heartbreak. You reap what you sow. Shannon's intervention. A few days after the fallout with Ashley, Shannon reached out to Jay. Heather had already filled her in on the situation, and though Shannon was younger, she wasn't shy about sharing her thoughts. They met at the park after school, sitting on the edge of the swings. Heather gave Jay a small, encouraging smile before quietly walking off, leaving the two of them alone. Shannon looked at him, serious but calm. "Jay, I know this might sting, but you need to hear it," she said. "Ashley, she didn't really care about you. If she did, she wouldn't have hurt you like that. And, don't take this the wrong way, but you're better than your brother." Jay blinked, processing her words. Part of him wanted to argue, to defend Ashley or rationalize what happened, but deep down he knew Shannon was right. "Thanks, Shannon. I guess I just didn't see it at first," Jay admitted, his voice quiet. Shannon nodded. "I get it, and I like you, Jay, but more than that, I don't want to see you get used or hurt. You deserve better than that, okay?" Jay felt a strange mix of gratitude and guilt. She was younger, and he didn't feel ready for anything romantic yet, but her honesty cut through the fog in a way no one else had managed lately. "Yeah, you're right," he said finally. "Thanks, I needed that." Shannon smiled, satisfied, and for the first time in weeks, Jay felt a flicker of clarity. Someone saw him clearly, and for once, it didn't hurt. It helped. Heather had been right too. Friendship, guidance, and honesty were sometimes the strongest forms of love. And in that moment, Jay realized he had allies in unexpected places, people who cared about him, even if the world around him seemed messy. Tiffany and Selena, months after the picture. Interior, Selena's bedroom. Early evening, Selena's sitting at her desk, pretending to do homework, but mostly staring at the corner of her phone screen. She hasn't talked to Jay in months, not since the picture Tiffany sent. She hears footsteps, then a knock that doesn't wait for an answer. Tiffany. Obviously. Tiffany walks in with the same energy she had the day she dropped the kiss picture. Messy, excited, way too loud. "Tiffany, Selena, girl, stop what you're doing. You're gonna scream." Selena doesn't even turn around. "Tiff, no, please. I'm actually doing okay today." "Oh, you're gonna be doing better. Trust me." Selena sighs, defeated. "This better not be about Jay." "Oh, it absolutely is." Selena's whole body tenses. "Tiffany, why?" That was months ago. Tiffany hops onto the bed like she owns it. "Because the plot just got juicy again, and I refuse to suffer alone." Selena finally faces her, brows tight. "What happened?" Tiffany holds up her phone like a trophy. "He and Ashley got into a whole text fight last night, and when I tell you I was reading screenshots with my mouth wide open." Selena's heartbeat stutters. "Screenshots? From who?" Tiffany smirks proudly. "Girl, Heather. She sent them to Shannon, and Shannon sent them to me because obviously I needed to know," rubs her forehead. "Tiffany, you always need to know." Tiffany shrugs. "And you always need to pretend you don't care." Selena glares at her, but she doesn't deny it. Tiffany taps her phone and reads dramatically. "I shouldn't have kept this going. I don't like you like that, Jay." And then, "Oh my God, wait for it. It's Jordan. I like your brother." Selena goes still. That one hits, even after months, even after all the healing she thought she did. "Selena, she said it like that?" Tiffany nods, delighted by the drama. "Oh yeah, Full confession, no hesitation. And Jay, baby, he went off. He called her out, told her she used him. He even brought you up. Selena stiffens again. Me? Why? He said he lost someone who actually cared about him because of her. Ring a bell? Selena's breath catches. That wound she buried? Yeah, it wasn't as healed as she pretended. Why are you telling me this? What do you want me to do with it? For once, Tiffany's voice softens, but not too much. I'm telling you because you deserve to know he wasn't out here playing you. He got played too, and he regrets losing you. Like, heavy. Selena looks away, cheeks tight, eyes shiny, refusing to cry. Tiffany nudges her gently. I know I'm messy, I know I start drama, but I'm not heartless, Selena. I didn't show you that picture months ago to hurt you. I showed it because you needed the truth. Selena finally whispers, And right now? Tiffany smirks. Right now? I'm showing you this because you deserve closure. Jay is hurting, Ashley is exposed, and maybe, just maybe, you don't have to stay mad forever. Selena closes her eyes. She's not ready to forgive. But hearing this, it cracks something open, just a little. You reap what you sow, a shift in perspective. After the park conversation, Shannon began texting Jay more often. At first he was cautious. She was younger, and he wasn't sure how to handle it. But slowly he started letting her in, sharing thoughts, jokes, and little pieces of his life. Shannon was persistent. She often hinted she wanted more than friendship, and Jay couldn't help but notice it. He liked her, genuinely, but her age gave him pause. In his eyes there was a difference, a distance he wasn't ready to cross. Age is just a number, she'd say playfully in texts, but he still hesitated. Yet something had shifted in him. Where once he might have brushed her off, now he looked forward to their conversations. He appreciated her honesty, her persistence, her ability to make him laugh when things felt heavy. Little did Jay know, the next time he would see Shannon in person, something in him would change. The playful younger girl from texts would be replaced by someone he couldn't easily categorize, a presence that made him see her differently and forced him to question what he thought he knew about her and himself. You reap what you sow, consequences and confessions. After the fallout with Jay, Ashley had grown close to his brother, Jordan. At first, it seemed innocent, a way for her to stay connected to Jay's family, but soon things became more complicated. You reap what you sow, Ashley's justification. Jordan and Ashley had been dating for a few weeks now, though nobody could quite tell if it was real or just two lonely people clinging to the wrong comfort. What started as late-night talking turned into sneaking off, and sneaking off turned into a line Ashley couldn't take back. Jordan was her first. And in classic Ashley fashion, she couldn't keep it to herself. Later that afternoon, she found Jay outside by the basketball court, scrolling through his phone, minding his business. She walked up slow, nervous, but trying to mask it with attitude. Ashley, Jay, I gotta tell you something, and before you say anything, just know, I didn't do anything wrong. Jay didn't even look up right away. He already knew when someone said that, it was always something wrong. What happened now? Ashley crossed her arms, swallowing hard. Ashley, Jordan and I, we slept together, and before you judge, it just happened, okay? I was emotional and he was there, and it wasn't like that. I'm not trying to hurt you. Jay froze. The shock wasn't even about jealousy. It was the fact she thought he needed to know. Why are you telling me this, Ashley? Her voice cracked, the guilt finally showing through the fake confidence. Because you deserve honesty. And because I don't want you thinking I'm just out here being reckless. It meant something. Jay didn't say anything. He just let the silence sit, heavy, uncomfortable, real. But at home, Ashley's mom was on a whole different level. The second Ashley walked through the door, her mom was standing there with crossed arms, eyebrows raised like the final boss of disappointment. Mom, so you think you've grown now? I got a call, and I need to know if it's true. Ashley's throat tightened. She couldn't lie, not to her. When she finally admitted it, her mom's expression went from anger to heartbreak. Ashley, you're playing with your life, your future, your heart. I raised you better. You don't have to rush to be loved. Ashley didn't argue. She couldn't. For the first time in months, she felt the weight of everything she had been doing, everything she'd broken, everything she kept trying to justify. Because sometimes the truth doesn't hurt because it's wrong. It hurts because it's finally catching up. Selena and Amber. Weeks after Tiffany dropped the info, interior. Amber's living room. Late afternoon, Amber is stretched out on the couch scrolling TikTok when Selena walks in, quietly dramatic, holding a blanket like a cape of emotional exhaustion. Amber looks up instantly. "Oh Lord, you got that Tiffany said something stupid again face." Selena drops onto the couch beside her. "It wasn't stupid. That's the problem." Amber turns off her phone. Uh-oh mode activated. "Okay, talk." Selena sighs. "It's been weeks since she told me about Jay and Ashley and everything, but it still feels like it cracked something open. I thought I was over it. Girl, heartbreak has an expiration date of whenever it wants. Not your fault. It's just, he didn't betray me. He was hurting too, and knowing that, it weirdly makes everything harder." Amber rests a hand on her shoulder. "Selena, it's okay to still care. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you human." Selena doesn't answer. Her eyes drift to the window, that familiar ache settling in again. Jay and Shannon, texting. Jay is sitting outside on the back steps, phone in hand. OMG are the slowest texter alive. Jay snorts. "My bad, been thinking. About Ashley, right?" Jay pauses. "Yeah, it's wild she told me all that. I don't why she felt the need. Because she messy. You know that, but... For real. You okay?" Jay looks at her message for a long moment. "Yeah, just tired of the drama, be honest." "Well, lucky for you, you got me. I only bring cute drama." Shannon sends a selfie, making a goofy face. Jay involuntarily smiles for the first time all day. Meanwhile, Jordan and Lexi interior, Lexi's bedroom. Low lights, a soft playlist humming from a speaker. Jordan's hoodie tossed on the chair. Lexi is sitting close to him on the bed, playing with his necklace, way too comfortable, way too familiar. "Lexo, you gonna tell Ashley about us? Or nah?" Jordan runs a hand through his hair, caught but not panicked. "Lex, me and Ashley aren't even official." Lexi leans in closer, smirking. But she thinks you all are." Jordan exhales, deep conflicted, knowing he's messing up but still sinking further. Lexi shut the door behind them, the soft click sounding way louder than it should have. Her pulse was already racing, not from fear, but from everything she'd been pretending she didn't feel. Jordan leaned against the wall, jaw tight, hands in his pockets like he was trying to convince himself he wasn't about to do something reckless. "You're supposed to be Ashley's friend," he said quietly, like he was reminding himself more than her. Lexi smirked, not playful but wounded and fed up. "Yeah? And you're supposed to be with her. But you're not. You liked her, Jordan. I liked. Besides, she isn't you." Instead, he stepped forward, close enough she could feel the warmth of him. The kind of closeness you don't fall into by accident. "We're not official," he said, voice low. "She keeps acting like we are, but she ain't even looking at me half the time. And you?" His eyes dragged over her like he'd been fighting that look for too long. "You've been right here." Lexi swallowed, trying not to shake. "Then why do I feel like I'm the bad guy?" Jordan laughed under his breath, short, frustrated. "Because you care. That's why this is messing with you more than it's messing with her." He touched her arm, gentle, almost hesitant, but everything inside her lit up anyway. "And you know I want you," he added softly. "Stop pretending you don't know that." Lexi's breath caught. She hated how much she wanted to believe him. She hated how easy it was. "This is wrong, Jordan," she whispered. "Yeah," he said, stepping closer still, "but it's real." Her back hit the edge of the bed before she even realized they'd moved. Their faces were inches apart, his breath brushing her lips, every word between them turning the tension into something electric. "You say the word," Jordan murmured, "and I walk out that door. But if you don't..." He didn't finish. He didn't have to. Lexi closed her eyes for 1 second, one stupid second, and that was all it took for the last of her restraint to fall apart. She pulled him in. Jordan's hands found her waist, strong, steady, like he'd been holding back for weeks. The kiss hit fast, hot, full of everything they shouldn't be doing, and everything they'd been dying to. This wasn't gentle. This wasn't safe. This was two people choosing the fire anyway. Their breaths tangled, the room dimmed, and the point of no return slipped quietly behind them as the night folded in, and everything else faded out. Interior, girls' locker room, after school. The room is loud with chatter, hairdryers humming, lockers slamming, regular teenage chaos. Tiffany and Lexi are tucked in the corner near the mirrors, whispering way too loud for it to actually be a whisper. Girl, I'm telling you, Jordan is not who Ashley thinks he is. Tiffany, eyes going wide. Stop, you're lying, you did not. Lexi leaning in, loving the attention. Oh, I definitely did. Last weekend, and the weekend before that. She shrugs like it's nothing. He texted me this morning too, man's doing the absolute most. Tiffany whistles low, loud enough to draw a few side eyes. What Lexi doesn't notice is Ashley pushing open the locker room door just in time to hear. Lexi. And the way he, girl, trust, she has no idea. Ashley freezes mid-step. Her heart drops, then rockets back up as anger. She storms toward them, her bag hitting a locker with a slam. Ashley, say that again, I dare you. Tiffany's face lights up like she just won free backstage passes. Exactly the messy energy she lives for. Lexi straightens, suddenly less bold now that the subject of her gossip is standing 3 feet away. Lexi mean, if you heard it, you heard it. Oh, I heard everything. And you? She points at Tiffany. You knew, and you didn't say a word. Tiffany puts her hands up like she's innocent. Tiffany, look, girl, don't get mad at me. I just mind my business. You? Mind your business? Since when? Across the room, Shannon and Heather stop mid-conversation, both staring. Michelle, tying her shoes, slowly straightens up like she's watching a live-action season premiere. The tension pops like a wire snapping. Look, Ashley, don't make this a whole thing. Ashley, it already is a thing. You were with him while I... Her voice cracks and she pushes past them, furious and hurt. Shannon winces. Heather whispers, this is about to get ugly. Michelle mutters under her breath, girl, it already is. Ashley, I can't believe you would do me like this, Lexi. We grew up together. We were even in Girl Scouts together. Girl Scouts! Lexi's mouth opens, then closes. She didn't expect Ashley to pull out the heavy artillery of childhood memories. Ash! Bursts out laughing, shaking her head. Oh no, I can't. Girl Scouts. Are we really doing this right now? Shiling awkwardly, trying to mediate. Michelle's. Please, sorry, y'all. Lord help me, I can't deal with this grown-up mess while thinking about merit badges and s'mores. Snapping back at Lexi, ignoring Michelle. And you just sat there letting this happen while I didn't let anything. I didn't. Interrupting, wiping tears from laughter. I'm so sorry, y'all, but seriously. Girl Scouts? That's it. I'm out. I can't. Ah! Shannon, rolling her eyes, half amused, half exasperated. Michelle, just step out before you make this worse. Michelle does a dramatic, exaggerated exit, throwing a look over her shoulder like she's abandoning a war zone. Shannon watches her go, muttering, Shannod, have mercy. Ashley glares at Lexi, fists clenched, jaw tight. You think I don't care about him? You think you get to just play with people like this? You're supposed to be my friend. Lexi takes a step back, realizing she's cornered but still trying to keep her cool. Ash, it's complicated. I didn't want you to find out this way. Voice rising, trembling with fury. Complicated? You knew how I felt. And you still... Shannon steps between them, holding up her hands like a referee. Okay, let's just breathe, one at a time. Lexi, Ashley, you're literally going to make this a locker room boxing match, and I will call the principal. Ashley spins toward Shannon, fire still in her eyes. Ashley. Do you even understand what she did? No, but I get the Girl Scout thing, so that's a start. Lexi finally steps closer to Ashley, lowering her voice, trying to appeal to reason. Look, Ash, I get that you're hurt. I don't want to be the enemy, but it's not like I wanted any of this to happen. Ashley, shaking her head almost in disbelief. Not want it to happen? Lexi, you just let it happen. The room goes quiet for a second. Even the background chatter dims as everyone feels the tension. Shannon and Heather exchange glances, both knowing it's about to escalate or implode. Moments later, Ashley spins towards Shannon, still fuming. Ashley, you just stand there and laugh? Do you even care? Shrugs, calm but pointed. Girl, you reap what you sow. You hurt Jay, remember? Outraged. That isn't the same thing. Before Shannon can respond, Michelle peeks back into the locker room, still catching her breath from her earlier escape. Michelle, hands raised, apologetic. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to breathe for a second. Ashley glares at her, arms crossed, voice low but sharp. This isn't funny, Michelle. None of this is funny. With that, Ashley storms out, slamming the door behind her. The room goes silent for a beat. Lex turning to Tiffany, smirking. Wow, I did not think she'd react like that. Drama queen confirmed. Laughing quietly, leaning in. Right? But come on. She had it coming. Not sorry at all. They laugh softly, glancing toward the door where Ashley disappeared. From across the room, Heather, Ashley's little sister, has been standing quietly, watching. Her jaw tightens, eyes narrowing as she glares at Lexi. Heather, voice low, dangerous but barely restrained. You think this is funny, Lexi? Lexi freezes mid-laugh, turning slowly to face Heather, realizing she's about to have another problem on her hands. Lexi, awkward smile, trying to play it off. Heather, I wasn't laughing at her, I was just... No. You were talking trash about my sister while she's storming out, and you think that's okay? Tiffany shifts uncomfortably, whispering to Lexi. Yeah, maybe this is going to get worse real quick. Heather crosses her arms, glaring, her presence alone making Lexi's confident smirk falter. Lexi sighs, muttering under her breath, Oh, great! Now the little sibling army's here. The tension is already thick. Ashley's gone. Everyone's frozen. Then Heather steps forward, calm, but with that dangerous little sister energy. Heather. Okay, let's get something straight. Lexi tenses. Tiffany pretends to check her phone. Michelle and Shannon both look up like, oh no, here we go. Heather points at Lexi. I don't like what Ashley did to Jay. I don't. She was wrong for that and she knows it. Shannon nods, arms crossed. Jay's name being spoken sends a ripple through the group. Heather takes a step closer to Lexi, close enough that Lexi stops breathing. Heather, but Ashley is my sister, so if you think you can play her dirty, talk behind her back and act like you're innocent. Her voice drops to a low, sharp warning. Then you got a problem with me. Michelle under her breath. Oh, damn. Shannon whispers back. She said that with her whole chest. Lexi lifts her chin, trying to muster confidence she does not have. Look, I'm not scared of you. Heather smirks, slow, unimpressed. Sweetheart, you really should be. Tiffany grabs Lexi's arm like, girl, please stop, but Lexi snatches away. You're acting like Ashley is innocent. She been messy. She been lying. Heather cuts her off fast. She's my sister. You don't get to call her anything. You wanted Jordan? Fine, but you lied. You played her face, and now you're acting like the victim. Maybe I wouldn't have lied if she wasn't always judging everybody. Heather, that's still not an excuse to be a snake. Lexi steps forward. Heather steps forward. They're nose to nose now. Michelle leans toward Shannon. If a punch gets thrown, I'm not breaking it up. Girl, same. I'm just here for the show. Tiffany tries again. Lexi, come on. But Lexi pushes her away and shoves Heather in the shoulder. Big mistake. Heather doesn't even hesitate. She shoves her back, twice as hard. Lexi stumbles into a locker with a loud clang. Locker room erupts. Girls scream. Some pull out phones. Michelle's hollering, oh my God, they really doing it. Lexi lunges and grabs Heather's hair. Heather yanks her right back. They slam into the benches, knocking over bags and water bottles. Shannon shouts in the background, Stop! Stop! You're going to get suspended. Nobody stops. Heather gets Lexi pinned for a second, breathing hard. You don't get to hurt my sister and my friend. Get off me. They roll again until Coach's voice comes booming from the doorway like thunder. Coach, hey, break it up! Now! Phones disappear. Girls scatter. Heather and Lexi separate, panting, hair wild, faces flushed. Heather stands first, wiping her mouth. Say something about Ashley again. I dare you. Lexi glares but doesn't say a word. Michelle whispers to Shannon, wide-eyed, Michelle, this school getting crazy. Ashley finds out, heartbroken and messy. Ashley is pacing her room, clutching her phone as the truth hits her in waves. Lexi, Jordan, behind her back. Her voice breaks as she whispers to herself. Ashley, after everything, really? She scrolls through old texts with Jordan, the ones where she thought she finally mattered, the ones that made her feel chosen. Tears burn her eyes, but instead of calling Jordan, she calls Jay. Ashley and Jay, apology. Jay picks up the phone, confused. Jay, Ashley? Ashley sniffles. I'm sorry, for real this time, for what I did to you, for dragging you into my mess, for everything. I shouldn't have hurt you. Jay leans back, letting the words settle. I don't like what happened, Ash, but I hear you. Ashley wipes her eyes. I never meant for it to get like this. Jay doesn't respond right away, but when he does, it's soft. Real. I forgive you. Ashley breathes out, a mix of relief and regret, because forgiveness doesn't fix everything, but it closes the door without slamming it. Hallway scene. After the fight drama dies down, the hallway is buzzing. Backpacks slamming, people whispering about Heather versus Lexi, everyone messy. Jay and Ashley walk side by side down the hall, not holding hands, not flirting, just talking quietly about everything that blew up. But from the outside, it looks way more intimate than it is. Selena turns the corner with Amber. She sees Jay with Ashley. She freezes. Amber stops immediately. Selena? Hey, don't look at that. But Selena can't unsee it. Her face drops, not dramatic, just that soft, quiet heartbreak where your stomach disappears. Are you serious? Amber, girl, they're just talking. It's not like that. Selena forces a smile she absolutely does not feel and walks off quickly. Amber follows her, glaring back at Ashley like she wants to fight her next. Shannon texts Jay. Jay's phone buzzes. Shannon, 3 walking with Ashley? I'm just asking. Selena saw y'all. Jay stops walking, checks his phone, frowns. He types back. Jay, I wasn't even thinking that. We were just talking about Jordan. I didn't want her to see that, damn. You should tell her that. She looked hurt. Jay runs a hand across his forehead, instantly stressed. Jay tells Ashley. Selena saw us. Ashley stops dead in the middle of the hallway. Jay, I'm sorry. I swear I wasn't trying to make things worse. I know, but you talking to me in the middle of the hall, people gonna assume stuff. I didn't think she'd still care. Jay gives her a look. Just because I messed it up don't mean she stopped caring. Ashley looks down, guilt creeping in. Ashley, do you want me to talk to her? Nah, you've done enough. Let me handle it. Jordan walks up, tension immediately. Jordan spots Ashley and Jay standing close. He walks over with that swagger like he owns the hallway. What's going on here? Ashley stiffens. Jay rolls his eyes. Relax, nobody's checking for you. Oh, but she was right. He nods toward Ashley. Ashley quietly, can you not right now? No, let's talk about it. You got mad at Lexi, but now you're up in his face. Jay's jaw tightens. Bro, she literally came to apologize, that's it. Jordan looks Jay up and down like he doesn't believe a word. You stay acting like you the victim. Jay steps closer. Not fighting, just fed up. How am I the problem when you knew she was into you? You let her keep going. She came to me. And you didn't stop her. Ashley whispers, emotional, Jordan, please. What? I'm just saying the truth. Nah, you saying the version where you look good. They stare each other down, 2 brothers who love each other but keep stepping on the same landmines. Jordan finally shakes his head. You always think everybody's against you, and you always act like nothing's your fault. Ashley looks between them, overwhelmed. Students slow down to watch, but pretend not to. Jordan finally backs up. Whatever, man. I'm done with this. He walks off, leaving Ashley and Jay standing in a silence that feels heavy. Jay sighs hard. I can't keep doing this drama. Ashley nods quietly. I get it, I'm sorry, I really am. Jay checks his phone again. Another message from Shannon popping up. Shannon, you good? Want me to call you later? Jay manages a weak smile. Everything is messy, but at least someone's checking on him. Selena and Amber, the hurt she tries to hide. Outside by the side doors, Selena sits on the steps pretending to scroll her phone, but her hands are shaking. Amber drops down beside her like she's been waiting for this moment. Amber, okay, talk to me. Don't sit here acting like you're fine. Selena forces a tiny laugh. I am fine. Amber raises one eyebrow, the girl please eyebrow. You saw Jay with Ashley and your lip did the little tremble thing. The same one you get when your mom eats your leftovers. Selena looks away, blinking fast. I thought he moved on already. He didn't move on. He just ran into the storm. I don't want him back. I just Didn't want to feel like I'm replaceable. Amber softens instantly. Amber, you're not. And if he was trying to get back with her, he wouldn't look like somebody kicked his puppy every time your name comes up. Selina finally breathes, slow and uneven. Why does it still hurt? Because you cared. That's not a weakness. Selina rests her head on her knees. And girl, Ashley? Really? Jay can do better half asleep. Selina laughs through her tears, and Amber smiles because that's the sound she was trying to pull out. Jay and Shannon, the call that clears his head. Jay walks home, earbuds in but no music playing. His phone buzzes. You want to call? You sound off. Jay sighs and calls her. The moment she answers, Okay, slow texter. What happened? Jay chuckles a little. Selina saw me and Ashley talking. She looked hurt. Well, yeah, it probably looked messy from a distance. It wasn't. I was trying to fix things. I know, but sometimes fixing a mess looks like making one. Jay stops walking. You think I should talk to her? If you're ready, don't do it just because you feel guilty. Yeah, you right? And Jay? Yeah? Don't let Ashley pull you back into something you already healed from. Jay goes quiet. She hit the nerve clean. And don't stress, I'm here, okay? Jay actually smiles. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Ashley, crying in the bathroom. Camera shifts. Ashley is in the girls' bathroom, door locked, sitting on the floor with her knees to her chest. Her mascara is smudged from earlier. She tries to calm her breathing, but another sob escapes. Ashley, why do I always mess everything up? She remembers Jordan's cold tone. She remembers Jay's pain. She remembers Heather fighting for her. She remembers Lexi's betrayal. Ashley, I didn't mean for any of this. Someone knocks on the bathroom door. Girl's voice, you okay in there? Ashley covers her mouth so she doesn't make a sound. She feels guilty, embarrassed, alone. Ashley, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But the walls don't answer back. Jordan and Lexi, rumors and regret. Jordan is leaning against the bleachers outside, hoodie up, frustrated as hell. Lexi approaches slowly, rubbing her wrist from where Heather grabbed her earlier. Lexi, can we talk? I'm not in the mood. Lexi, it wasn't supposed to come out like that. You told Tiffany. Tiffany told everybody. What did you think would happen? Lexi looks down. I liked you. I thought you liked me too. I did. But now everything I do makes me look like the villain. You kind of are the villain in this. Jordan glares. I'm just saying, you should have ended things with Ashley clean. Not whatever this is. I didn't promise Ashley anything. But she thought you did. Silence. Lexi steps closer. Lexi, do you still want to see me or not? Jordan looks away, conflicted, irritated, guilty, defensive. I don't know. Well, figure it out before you end up alone. She walks away. Jordan watches her go, jaw tight. And behind him, two girls whisper loudly. Girl number 1, so Jordan smashed both of them? Girl number 2, I know they're so stupid. I heard he took Ashley's virginity. Jordan snaps around, furious. Mind your business. They scatter. But the rumor? Yeah, it's spreading. Jay and Selina outside the school entrance, late afternoon. Jay steps out of the building, backpack slung over one shoulder, still processing everything from the day. He turns the corner and nearly collides with Selina. Selina, hey, I've been looking for you. She shakes her head, taking a step back. Jay, look, I need some time to think, okay? I can't keep doing this. He looks confused, then worried. Selina, what happened? Just talk to me. Selina, cracking a little, you were with her today. Ashley, I saw it. And it hurts me. It really does. I deserve better than feeling like I'm second place. Jay swallows hard, guilt all over his face. Selina, I swear. Let me explain. I really do. His phone starts ringing. Loud. Relentless. Ashley. Selina looks down at the screen lighting up his hand, and that's her answer right there. She lets out a sad little laugh, more pain than humor. Selina. Yeah, just talk to her, Jay. He shakes his head, reaching toward her slightly. Selina, wait. No, I can't do this. Not right now. She turns and walks off, wiping her cheek as she goes. Jay stands there, phone still buzzing in his hand, torn straight down the middle. He finally answers. Jay, quiet-straighted. Ashley, what's going on? But his eyes stay locked in the direction Selina walked away.
When the world points fingers, quick to judge and demand, and your knees grow weak, you feel no place to stand. I lift my eyes upward, your guidance is near. You whisper through heartache, child, I am here. Every cruel word, every wound, every scar, you remind me there's healing beyond where we are. Jesus, protector of hearts, you hold us close when the shadows start, when sinners push and storms roar high. You reach through the darkness, the clouds, the sky, you show hope blooms where the hurting begins. Your mercy runs deeper than all of our sins. So I raise my hands, for your love sets me free. You're the protector of hearts, and your light outshines the night I see. You don't judge by failing or masks we wear. You see through the surface, you know our prayer. When the world grows loud and our mind falls apart, your peace wraps around me, a shield for my heart. You hear the prayers that I cannot voice. You carry the helpless, defend the choice. Jesus, protector of hearts, you hold us close when the shadows start, when sinners push and storms roar high. You reach through the darkness, the clouds, the sky, show hope blooms where the hurting begins. Your mercy runs deeper than all of our sins. So I raise my hands, for your love sets me free. You're the protector of hearts, and your light outshines the night I see. When hypocrites dance, claiming right over wrong, your truth stands steady like an unbroken song. You guide without forcing, you guard every door. You are close beside us, now and nevermore. When demons draw near with their venom and lies, you speak through the shadows, they have no right to your life. Jesus, protector of hearts, your love holds steady when the dark falls apart, through trials and terrors, through fear and through the night. Your presence breaks through like the dawn after night. When the world tries to claim what you've set aside, you remind us we're yours, and in you we abide. For you're more than a shield, more than a spark in the dark. You're the protector of hearts, and your fire